I miss his hair, you know. Long gone are the days of gorgeous FNG. He's still a handsome man, but...
ugly now?
No, he's still a handsome man, but he's not gorgeous anymore.
I think he looks better with short hair.
Okay, that's fine. Each to their own. Last hero. Calling out the casters. Well, there are the odds, guys. Gambit favored here, 1.36. Cyber Legacy, 3.00. We love nice round numbers, even if they're a bit odd. As Cyber Legacy up against Gambit, game 1, best of 3. We know where we are. It's ESL LA 2020 online during these quarantine times. Last hero, Batrider, coming up to top. There's the Dream Spectre. Big Num on the Phoenix with Happy Durara on that Ogre. And towards mid, Pikachu playing the Ember Spirit up against GPK Storm. And down south, XS Vampire with Melis, the Grimstroke, and Axe spotting out the Palantimos Wraith King.
Melis already placed a deep ward behind tier 1 and tier 2 tower. This also gives them ability to cut the creep waves and kill the couriers. So they're gonna start with... Alright, they're not. I thought they were gonna try to get a first blood and then Phoenix TPs to the bottom lane.
You know, it still interests me or intrigues me. Pikachu is Iceberg's twin brother. And whenever I see his picture, well, the first time I saw his picture pop up, I think it was on a BTS stream, I was like, why are they using Iceberg's picture for Pikachu? That's a bit rude. And it was like, oh wait, they're literal, like, identical twin brothers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Where is Iceberg now? He's still around, right? He's still playing Dota 2.
He is.
Is he still Windstrike or something like that?
Last time I saw him on that team. And Cyber Legacy, they're going full memes. We did not say that. They had 4 fiery heroes, and they picked Wraith King as their last hero. He has a spell called Wraith Fire Blast.
He sure does.
I'm not sure where the fire comes from the skeleton. I guess from the arse, but... Yeah.
From the soul, deep inside you, you've got a fire burning. So how are these lanes looking? Dream has Magic Stick, of course. Enchantress grabbing up a troll, wandering through that jungle. So it's a Batrider Ogre. And they've put the Phoenix down bottom with the Wraith King. So far, looking pretty good across the board. Of course, we do have to watch out when Batrider hits, what, level 3, level 4? The kill threat over on a Spectre or the Enchantress, it's huge.
Yeah, the overtime damage is insane. I mean, every single lane, it's all they have. Like, overtime damage.
We don't really have a great pipe or mech builder. I'm wondering here if maybe Enchantress tries to build a mech. But Axe usually wants to go Vanguard into Blick Dagger. But against all this magic damage, do you think there's going to be some kind of shift away from it?
He could. This is the build that he went for. Just gets Ring of Tarrasque for the lane region. And then he goes like phase boots. We see that more often. Like, just wants to be able to start a fight, move around the map, phase boots on top of extra wind lace. Maybe if you get something like mana brooch, faded brooch. You probably missed that
No,
one.
I caught it. You shut up. I'm going to catch the second one as well, Lacoste. The stream and the viewers are going to love me because we found a way to watch kills happen. I have to stop talking, you talk, and I focus on the camera work. And then we see Gambit take the 2-0 lead with first blood being claimed by FNG.
We finally figured it out after casting together for like 2.5, 3 years. Spectre getting 1 kill, participating in first blood, having like a wave and a half of free CS. This is already looking rough.
And you just don't expect the Spectre Enchantress lane to get kills on Ogre Batrider. Definitely some problems coming out of the Radiant side. As down bottom, Axe 15-3. He's accelerating pretty quickly, just a touch ahead of the Wraith King. And mid lane, how's that going? Storm Spirit, yeah, in the lead up against Ember.
Huh?
Touch, yeah. Emphasis on the touch. I'm not going to say ourselves. And GPK getting chased a little bit by Pikachu, who is going for the Flame Guard build up against this Storm Spirit. And of course, with those remnants of the overcharge, he's just popping it out very quickly.
Runes spawning in 15 seconds. I want to see some rotation for Gambit to secure the runes for GPK. Enchantress, she's still waiting.
They're trying to make a play on
She's not moving.
Palantimos.
Like yeah, FNG is AFK.
He wants the troll. Pikachu gonna get the free rune then. This does open up Dream top lane to get dived by a last hero. Level 3 bat, 2 points in Sticky. Dream doesn't have any more one charges, but he's turning to fight. Last hero's dropping low, and the TP in from FNG. Dream is going to survive this, you know? My goodness gracious me.
Magic Wand, Dispersion, 2 points. Enchantress is going to heal him up. Not going to be full HP, but at least it's something. Has some regen from that ring, bringing full soul ring, so that's going to give him lane sustain. They're getting way too much out of this lane.
This is already turning into a laning stage stomp. 30 and 11 on the Storm Spirit now. It was even like 30 seconds ago, 40 seconds ago, and GPK is just like, nah, shut up, casters. I'm going to start slamming this Ember Spirit. Level 3 Flame Guard. Yeah, it's going to last through the Remnant now. But a Vortex back into Overload. GPK just stands his ground, keeps pummeling this Pikachu Ember Spirit. Gets another click in there to cancel out the bottle charge as well, but this Arcane Rune might be the undoing of the Storm. He's got 5 stick charges in the Fairy Fire. He's fine.
GPK is so aggressive. Every single time he pops Flame Guard, he instantly goes and tries to remove it.
It's like shades of Sumail. You know, when I watch GPK, it reminds me of that 16-year-old Sumail just relentlessly clicking people. He's still got 6, now 8 stick charges up his sleeve. Pikachu
He's
casting
full
spells.
level ahead of him.
Dear Lord. What is that experience? That's 400 experience in... Yeah, he's a good 400-500 experience ahead of the Ember Spirit. Only 6 minutes into the game. Bottom lane, they have tried to dive the Wraith King. Bignum and Palantimos expending a decent amount of regen here, just trying to trade farm with that Axe, who's top of the net worth, by the way. Axe at 2.6k, ahead of the Spectre. This is looking devastating for Cyber Legacy already. Double damage rune FNG's mid lane, yeah. Enchantress gonna go give the clicks to the Ember Spirit. And Storm, they could TP in here and maybe kill Pikachu. 3, 4, 5. He's holding a point for that Remnant. Dream is doing just fine top lane, continuing to farm away pretty nicely, even against the pressure of the Bat and Ogre. And FNG
And now
smoking.
Spectre is level 6, so they can make a rotation. Ogre, he's only level 2. A lot of harassment.
Imagine being zoned and killed by a level 3 Enchantress as an Ogre. Oh, that's so sad. They're 2v1 and they're running away from FNG. They're so afraid.
This game just looks like a disaster from start. They did not get a single kill. I mean, early kills don't matter that much. But still, it's so easy to snowball. And we can see Melis, like Ring of Tarask into Blink Dagger. He's just 1,000 gold away from it.
Yeah, they don't even need to make any stacks for him. Storm's going to be back in the jungle now. GPK is like, okay.
Oh,
Ember Spirit.
perfect.
What, the shovel?
He gets the bounty run with the shovel and then just bottles it.
Oh.
The value.
Gorgeous. I mean, usually with these axes, you know, we see a support go and stack camps a couple of times. They're dire sides, so they've got ancients on both sides of the map that they can utilize. But Gambit just don't need to. They've got so much going for them. GPK back into the lane. We're just seeing the mirror movement. Whenever Storm goes jungle, Ember Spirit shows on lane and vice versa. As the 8-minute rune about to spawn. Pikachu readies himself with the Remnant. Level 8 Storm Spirit. A little ahead now. Where's it going to spawn? It's up top, so Ember Spirit at least has something going his way. But at this point, Gambit don't really need to make any rash decisions. Just keep playing as they have been, farming away. Wraith King, Ember Spirit are starting to rack up a decent amount of CS, and it looks like they want to set the tempo themselves. Wraith King with Armlet queued up. Ember Spirit going phase into Wand.
Arcane Rune, Storm Spirit. And Quelling Blade for Spectre. Like, they got the dream items. Spectre has enough sustain in terms of region. With Soul Ring, Magic Wand, she can just keep farming the jungle and the lane if needed. Arcane ring such a value item on Storm Spirit. You get 10 intelligence, which means damage. You have high armor already, +3 on top of that, and some mana replenish.
Well, the turnaround from Vampire and Melas. Inkswell will be dodged by the 3 heroes down here. And level 6 on Axe, he will just TP back
Just
to
TP out.
All the stuns down, and Ring of Tarrasque will bring him back up to full with the help of a shared Tango. What's
Just
happening
TP
over
out
here?
again.
Enchantress?
All right, Pikachu.
They get FNG.
He got him. First
Finally.
kill.
Yeah, up on the board at long last. But you have to remember, that is the position 5. That is the FNG Enchantress. Spectre is continuing to farm towards Radiance. Storm Spirit mid, getting pressured a little bit by Pikachu. GPK just going to dip back into that jungle now. And where is the Axe? What, 400 gold away from Blink? That's an 11-minute, 12-minute Blink Dagger on top of Ring and Buckler. And from that point, they can just chain smoke, right? Go with the Grimstroke, the Enchantress, Storm, with Ball Lightning, and the Horn of Spectre you were mentioning in the draft, that global initiation power. One Blink Axe call turns into this massive 5v5 teamfight, potentially. As Vampire's going to get jumped on his own high ground, holding the ramp as the Bounty Runes spawn. The neutrals, maybe no. Palantimos will take the kill. As Ember catches GPK, but he pops the illusion to get away from the chains. Bounty Runes, 3 of them grabbed up by the Radiant. Is it 4 of them? 4 of them grabbed up by the Radiant. Batrider gets both up top.
That's one way to come back into the game. Good rotation from Cyber Legacy, invading the enemy jungle and Bounty Runes. They already had the vision, so they knew where Grimstroke was standing. Pikachu adjusting his skill build, maxing out Searing Chains and Flame Guard against the Storm Spirit, so you can hold him longer in place. Let's see, no points in Phantom's Embrace so far, so they can't really just go on him and kill him.
And those Bounty Runes and that one little play has now put Ember Spirit Wraith King up at the top of the net worth. Spectre does just leapfrog over Palantimos now. Axe and Storm trying to hit those primary items. Kaya very close. Blink Dagger, yeah, like 30 gold away. As Batrider nears the Boots of Travel. Should have it after this creep wave and a bit of jungling as he can fall back. Actually moving forward here, last hero. A bit ballsy, slowed by the enchant. Dream with a haunt ready and a dagger in 5. Last hero's getting destroyed by the impetus and maybe another blast. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Sticky napalm slowing that poor Satyr too low. With the move speed as well.
Smoke from Cyber Legacy. They want to kill Spectre.
Here comes Pikachu. What's he got? Chainmail? Is that going to be Blade Mail completed, actually? Yeah. Full Blade Mail done on this Ember. A nice early game item. We're seeing a lot more of this over the Maelstrom, and it's going to be incredibly potent as the Haunt from Dream is trying to bait it out. And where's she jumped? Down south. Onto the Wraith King now. Spectre with a dagger ready, but no one charges. Trying to get over the ramp up on the high ground. No stun. Maybe a crit. It's not going to be there. Palantimos turns the armlet on. Has a jump back in towards the Invis Rune top. GPK snags it up, and the silence is there on to this Ember Spirit. Dunk down, and Ogre will follow. The big man has arrived. Melas with a Blink Dagger reveal. Beautifully done. And Gambit, time to stamp their mark on this game now. 6-2 with a 2k lead. It's snowball time.
Perfect execution. They dodged the gank with Spectre. That's what happens when you don't have enough lockdown, and you gave Spectre a very good early game, which means that she's gonna get those items. Power treads on strength, gets her to 1.5k HP, plus a dispersion, so pretty hard to take down. And this is a sick timing on Axe's Blink Dagger. So he TP's mid, they smoke up, they get 2 kills, didn't lose a single hero for themselves.
And now we start to see the stacks. So not only do they have a great early laning stage, but they're going to have this acceleration. I thought maybe for the Axe here, but actually Dream's going to be the one to try and take a lot of this CS, helped out by the Grimstroke. Difficult, though, for the Spectre. Iron Talon will help out a little bit. Now Poor Man's Shield swapped in to that neutral item slot. Now that's going to push Dream very close to Relic. All these big Ancients, plus the double stack of the large camp back there. What are we at now? That's going to be about 2.6k after the Dragon.
I'm not doing prediction for Mad Gary. But and Spectre's bringing healing salve to herself just to be full HP. Efficient farming. Look at him swapping things out, swapping things in.
TPing mid now, Storm. Smoke up from Ogre, Ember, and Phoenix. They dive forward, not using Supernova here though, Bignum, as they try and chain stun GPK, but it's just not enough. Fire Blast and Chains nowhere near getting that kill, and a two-man call. Malice is in, the Supernova now as GPK zip-zap back out. A Vampire trying to Inkswell away from the Wraith King. They've dragged Malice into the midst of it all though, but he's a tanky axe with 8-1 charges. And the rest of Gambit all bailing.
Slow.
He will get caught under his tier 1. I was just making sure there that nobody else getting grabbed, so that big 5v5 initiation pretty much ends up with 1 kill on Axe. I say 5v5, there was one hero not involved. Spectre down bottom, still farming towards the Relic.
Palantimos. Look at this build. Like, Armlet is a cheap, cost-efficient item. Excelsior farm, now going for Shadowblade. So he wants to be able to play this assassination game and can upgrade that to Silver Edge, break Spectre, Axe, and Enchantress later on.
Cyber Legacy finding themselves a way back into this. I honestly was starting to feel everything was lost and there was no hope. Clumsy Net.
Clumsy Net is such a valuable item against the Storm Spirit, especially if you have another way of rooting people. So what is it? Chains maxed out, 3 seconds duration. Once he gets level 15, he's gonna get 1 extra second, so that's 4-second downtime.
So
you can 175. Gary, I'm doing math. Shut up. So, yeah, you can almost perma-net people once you hit level 15. You can't perma-net Storm Spirit, but other people you can't. He's just gonna zip away.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. So when you slide a fist clumsy net someone, does the net like follow you until the slide ends, or does the net, like the net on yourself, or does the net on yourself disappear because you're slighting and invulnerable?
That's a good question. I don't have the answer.
Well, we'll have to take a look and see what we
check.
Vambrace for Ember.
That's why Dota is such a beautiful game. It changes all the time, so no one knows everything. Probably someone in chat does know. Let us know.
There's always a question, right? Like no one.
No, there's always a couple of guys who think they know, but they don't. But there's also like 1 or 2 guys who are pretty sure what they're talking about. I'm not that guy right now.
And I think just Dota 2 in general, like, you know, everyone can be decent at the game. Everyone can try and get good, but I don't think there's ever going to be that perfect player. I don't think we're going to ever have, you know, the Kaspersky or the Carlson of Dota 2, right? You're not going to have that absolute legend and god because it's impossible to know everything. No one is good at Dota. There's always something to learn, always something to find out, and FNG is going to figure out what fire does to the poor Enchantress as 3 heroes surround the poor little Bambi. But I think FNG there, you know, on a dewarding mission, perfectly happy to give away his life to secure even more farm time for Storm Spectre as she closes in on her Radiance, and Storm wants that Bloodstone in about 1,000 gold.
Raking is having a free game. Like, there is literally 0 mana burn. No one is building the Fusel Blade. I mean, Spectre's not gonna even build one. It's gonna be way too late. Raking is hitting a lot of farm and levels, which means that he will get that level 20 talent eventually. Mid lane, Malice.
Oh, where did he go? Shadowblade Wraith King comes out of Invis, whacks him down, 1/3 of his HP just disappears. And now Roshan maybe for Cyber Legacy? They're moving into the pit.
Sustain.
It's a level 3 Bloodlust. Wraith King plus Ember Spirit. Let's go.
Look at this attack speed from Wraith King. Bloodlust, Armlet.
20 attack speed talent. Pretty freaking good. And they've got Sticky Napalm and this Fiery Spirit to slow down Roshan. We need Bloodlust back up on the Wraith King though. Where's the Ogre? Yo, stop Bloodlusting the Batrider.
Do your job.
There we go. Yeah, multicast those skeletons. Get them going. Destroy Roshan. Gambit are trying to figure out if they can poke their heads into the pit a little bit. but Storm, Grimstroke a little too far away. Are they going to scout this out? They need vision in the pit. That's a yeah, that was an FNG creep. They see it. They know it's low, and in comes GBK. He's stolen the Aegis. Oh, beautiful from Gambit as the Soulbind onto the two big cores. Ember Spirit Wraith King trapped inside the pit, and Gambit bail away. They jump in, they kill Roshan, they steal the Aegis, and they get away without losing a single freaking hero.
Essence Ring keeping him alive, so you basically wasted a minute and a half trying to kill Roche. Dire also killed the Roche, so they get the gold for themselves, and it's such a disaster for
Supernova on cooldown, they're chasing FNG mid, but the blink call from Axe with the ink spell onto the bat. They're going to take down last hero here. FNG might just survive through it, but his double bracer and Storm's in. GPK, he's tasted the blood in the water, and he's a shark hunting for little fishies. Cyber Legacy getting zipped upon, and there's the Ember Spirit. He's got a remnant to fall back on. But the blink, Inkswell, no, the call doesn't land. Pikachu is out of there. But goodness gracious, Gambit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Players.
And Spectre got the Radiance off on the bottom lane. Like, she killed the tower, TP'd back just to get the recipe straight away, and then used ulti to create confusion, lower the vision of them.
Middle tower is under attack.
Even though the game's pretty even in terms of net worth at the moment, but Storm Spirit with Aegis.
They call up Palantimos. FNG
kill.
caught in the back, but GPK finds the Ogre. It's Vampire sniped out by the Wraith King. They turn back onto Pikachu, but Dream, he's coming with the Radiance now. Spectre's like, do I really want to stick around and fight this? Maybe I do. Last hero arriving on the scene with a nice lasso and a double kill for Palantimos. And Gambit, maybe a step too far now. GPK still holding that Aegis as he picks up a Haste Rune, thinking about going back in. Big Num pretty low here with Supernova 5-second cooldown. That's the timing, and that's the pickoff they needed. GPK, he doesn't really mind falling here. That's just going to be his first life as FNG and Dream. They've got another round in them. Cyber Legacy back to their high ground. Hold the ramp.
Wraith King does not give a shit. Look at the crits that he's landing, like 800 crits on top of M-Claw. He's just standing his ground. What is Spectre building? Manta style, as expected. GPK wants to get a BKB. There's a ton of magical damage, full Silver Edge on Wraith King, so they're going to be dealing with Spectre much easier. Also breaking the Axe, he can't spin. Enchantress doesn't even have a point in Untouchable. And that spell feels so weird right now. It doesn't feel like ultimate at all.
Can you just spell Silver Edge with Manta? Who are they haunting on? Oh, hello, Pikachu. 5 heroes suddenly surrounding him. Annihilated. I guess that was a blink call into Haunt, Ball Lightning, and that's what you were talking about in that draft, that global presence. All you need is the Axe to jump, and you've suddenly got 2 cores coming from across the map to find the pickoff.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Zip into mid, GPK, 18 Bloodstone charges now and swinging into the BKB. Get that magic immunity going.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Silver Edge debuff undispellable.
Ah, okay. Undispellable. So that's pretty good against the Spectre then.
Well, that makes more sense. Like, just that item is so costly. Needed some kind of a buff. Now we even have reduced healing and regeneration.
Yeah, because you used to be able to use BKB after getting Silver Edge, then I think they changed it. So you can't do that nonsense anymore. Smoke up from Cyber Legacy. Last hero leading the charge with that pipe. Boots of Travel. Bat Rider, pretty quick on his feet.
It says applies damage on spell immune enemies, does not apply debuff on spell immune enemies.
Gotcha. That's what they changed. Dream. Do they have the lasso here? No. Enchant will slow the Bat Rider down. And that ball in from GPK. Oh, goodness. Look at him go. Last hero. Not going to commit onto the Bat Rider. That Sun Rays healing him up just enough. Palantimos coming in for FNG. There's the Silver Edge hit. Break up the poor little Enchantress. And the 999. Call the police. The crit has arrived.
Wraith King slowly getting out of control. I assume his next item after BKB is going to be either Basher or Assault Curious, so they have some like tower damage.
There's a Spectre out. Farming jungle. Palantimos Pretty sure they saw the Spectre coming up here, so they are hunting for her. They'll see the dagger trail and realize that Dream has yet gone all the way back into the jungle and now TPing back home. So wave clearing time. Axe doing a good job shoving out bottom lane at the same time as well. It no longer feels like Gambit have full control of this game, even with all the outplays. And I'm just wondering where this game would have gone if Gambit hadn't outplayed around that Roshan pit. How strong would Cyber Legacy be right now? Pikachu, hang on a second, he's being silenced up. No follow through just yet. The blink call from Axe.
Needs
Not
the BKB.
coming. The blink was on cooldown on Axe, so close. And you're right, that BKB on Ember Spirit expended as he felt something additional was arriving. I just realized I said Kaspersky instead of Kasparov. I'm a moron, by the way. Kaspersky, internet security, playing chess. End me now.
I know what you meant. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the chess player. Gary Kaspersky.
It's early. It's early in the morning, guys. I'm so sorry. God damn it. Because sometimes I wonder how I survive in real life.
Well, this is your prime time. You're not getting out. There is no real life.
True. That is true. We're all stuck inside with our own thoughts. Wraith King, easy tier 2 top for him. BKB very nearly there as Storm Spirit finishes off his. It's BKB time, but it's also Batrider dying time. Last hero maybe a step too far as he gets Blink called up by Melas and dunked down. Gambit find the snipe. They should be able to transfer this into a tier 2, whether it be bot or mid. Connect in with a Spectre, push out that bottom wave. They've got to expect the move from Cyber Legacy to be coming though.
Axe with the pipe and Nether Shawl, 66% magical resistant. Just checking some numbers, you know. Greater Fairy Fire on Wraith King, so that's gonna be some extra damage for him, which he benefits from, and you know, the extra survivability on top of that. That's gonna be a free tier 2 tower for Gambit on the bottom lane. Spectre's still building that Diffusal Blade. It's a cheap damage, but it's not gonna be that efficient against Wraith King. He is getting closer to level 20, so he's gonna get that no reincarnation mana cost talent.
A tool to teach.
Do you think he definitely will?
On Wraith King?
I guess he didn't go for the first skeleton.
No,
talent.
you must get it. Once you see that Spectre has a Diffusal Blade.
But that's the thing, if he doesn't see the Spectre Diffusal Blade, with all of these other heroes and you don't expect a Diffusal Blade, would you go for that talent anyway?
Spectre will get Diffusal Blade before he gets to level 20.
Okay.
So he will have time.
Unless she holds all her money and plays the bait game. No, she's already bought a freaking Blade of Alacrity. Never mind the cost. I'm overthinking things. Underthinking things. Small brain. Blink Batrider here. The jump increases from Cyber Legacy, but pretty isolated. Last hero is nowhere near his team. It's Palantimos and Pikachu. PP killing off Enchantress. FNG down, the ball lightning in. Trying to focus down the Supernova now as the BKB Storm Spirit is taking down the egg. It is gone. Ogre follows. GPK zips back out. Now with the ink swell, GPK can go back in. Pikachu and Palantimos both being caught with the soul by now, and down goes the Batrider. No blink jump. Gambit still 5 alive. Axe is very low, and Dream might be falling here. The chain stuns into Spectre's death. Pikachu and Palantimos. PP playing very well.
Well, Spectre, if she gets broken, she just straight up dies. Like, she's tanky because of dispersion, not because she has a ton of HP. GPK did a good job just zipping in on Phoenix and solo killing the egg. This game is far from over, Gary.
And Roshan now respawning as well. With Spectre dead for 40 seconds. A pick off on Axe here. If Cyber Legacy realize fast spawn is there, Arcane Rune top, Dire Creep scouting. Gambit knows that Roshan's alive. Arcane Rune for GPK, he's in the vicinity now. Palantimos just going for that tier 2 take. He's cutting wave. Last hero shoved out top lane. Cyber Legacy not scouting out Roche at all. Come on, Ogre. Come on, you big lad. Oh, there it is. You're right. Yeah, Courier in. Roshan's alive, guys. Spectre is up in 5. Axe down for 20, though. Still an opportunity.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not going to take it. Plantimos. Hello. Thanks for the free creep, FNG. Oh, he doesn't want it. He's too speedy. 325 move speed. Whack, whack, whack. One. Did you need to crit on the last hit? 1100
Also, they want to
damage.
have Wraith King level 20. Spectre getting closer to defuse the blade. Even though they could not kill Wraith King even a single time in the previous fight. Like, it's pointless to just try to focus him down. You need to kill the rest and then go for Wraith King.
Hunting for Pikachu. A quick slight change there. Blink Call not landing. And that Remnant away. Gets the Ember Spirit out. Buys more time for his Radiance to come. As a hit flies across the map from the Storm Spirit and the Phantom's Embrace. Okay. Global abilities chasing Pikachu down. D-Ward denied by FNG, and they've also jumped this Phoenix, committing heavily to kill off Big Num. He has no buyback, so the fight now, 5 versus 4. Storm very low, zips away. Expending BKB and looking to reinitiate. Last Hero is the target of choice. This GPK Storm is toying with them at this point. Another Soulblind with a Blink Call onto 2. Melez, he's in there. Ogre down. The Pikachu Ember Spirit can't really do too much. Remnants forward. Pops his BKB and they chase towards Dream? No, they want FNG. They can't decide on a target. Palantimos does not want to commit for this. And another ball in. GPK with the catch. The Blink Call is coming. No, it's not. Never mind. Pikachu's out of there. That must have been 50 range away. The Inkswell not quite connecting either. And Palantimos, the mana's gone.
He has no mana.
He has no mana, no ulti, and the dunk finishes him off. A 5-man wipe. That's the Spectre Diffusal Blade you called for. Gets them the biggest kill in the game. Wraith King, his first death. 6-1 and 2, and Gambit not losing a single soul.
Even if he popped the magic wand, it would not matter. And now that's going to be a free Roche for Gambit. Did they use any of the buybacks? They did not. Man, GPK zipping in, zipping out, just causing chaos in the backlines. And Ember Spirit, he was so close to finishing off his Radiance. That would be such a huge item. Like, if you think about the net worth, he has like 5,000 unspent gold. Okay, second relic, it is damage, but it's much different once you hit that Radiance.
It for sure is.
Once again, Aegis on GPK.
Ooh.
Spectre with the cheese.
That's huge.
Spectre needs to be careful. If she's hit by Silver Edge, heal and regeneration by 50%. So you're just gonna get half of the value from cheese if you're broken.
Something you're going to be very wary of. That Silver Edge and Spirit Vessel. And Last Hero, 176 on this Batrider. I think both of us thought that this was a really sick Batrider game. That early laning stage, I think it just tilted him, honestly. Like, he's not had much impact.
It's also hard. You're playing against Spectre and Storm. So you're not the one who's getting the first jump. Double damage Wraith King.
Who's he going to find? Nah, absolutely nobody. Is he waiting for someone to come up to the outpost? Dire Observer Ward still scouting. And, what, 3 full heroes showing mid, with Spectre showing bottom lane. Palantimos now, he's got to know that no one is coming up here. A long line drawn down south. I'm not sure if that's where they expected Gambit to go and play into. The ability now, with both tier 2s gone, to pincer movement into the base, shove out mid and bottom wave. And both of them already knocking on the doors of tier 3s.
Excess Vampire has full Aghanims on Grimstroke.
Hell yeah.
So Dark Portrait, you want to use that on a Wraith King, or you want to use that on Ember Spirit so you get the free Radiance.
Let's see what he does. I mean, Wraith King with the Vampiric Aura is pretty damn good. As they Bloodlust up the Wraith King, come back down to defend their base. Big Num does have
Aura for Excess Vampire.
Aghanim Scepter on the Phoenix now. We've got that save, the additional hits on Supernova. GPK trying to scout out any kind of smoke or entry point here that Cyber Legacy tried to pull. As FNG, has he just forced staff the Ogre down to the low ground? He has. So the blink call with the help of GPK dunked the Ogre down, dead for 35. The Horn, a little bit unusual there. Spectre thinking the fight was maybe going to last a little bit longer and go chasing deeper. But that will be Dream now, alone back in his own jungle. And I think Gambit just going to retreat here. No reason to push the issue any further.
It was a very odd hunt. Everyone was backing, and Spectre, I guess, if they wanted to disengage, just use the hunt. And she has a quickening charm, so lowering the cooldown on that ulti, cooldown 104 seconds.
Cool. Last hero, come on. Let's show us what you're made of. Dream Spectre trying to farm out that top wave. Nobody's here from Gambit, so the Blink Lasso dragged the Spectre into the waiting arms of Palantimos Wraith King.
Oh,
Silver Edge in 3 seconds. Manta Star popped and Dream is out of there. GPK zipping into Big Num. The Phoenix is about to pop. Down goes the Firebird as Dream now focused up. Pops out the cheese though, back up to full HP. And Axe, Melis, very low as Palantimos focuses him down. The 4 staff away, not enough to buy him safety. GPK, of course, that secondary life still there for a minute 20.
Spirit,
they can't and they don't want to. They want to leave him on low HP, low mana. Ogre's fallen, Spectre now down as the Wraith King's ulti brings him up to the second life. Silver Edge focusing towards FNG. GPK, he's looking for the kill. The Aegis finally expended and a double for Storm with Pikachu remnanting into the TP. Have they got a stun, a Storm zip, anything? No. They leave Ember Spirit to TP back home. A decent fight though for Cyber Legacy. That wasn't awful. They waste Aegis and Cheese now from Gambit.
They left Storm Spirit. They did not want to kill him, but Storm Spirit has a lot of mana in the HP region, and he also hits like almost 300 per hit. So he just killed the Ogre there. It's fine, like it's one of those plays. Yeah, we should leave him. He can't do anything without mana and HP, and if he revives at full mana, then you're in real trouble.
And then maybe you could got a few more bonus kills. But it does reset the map here. No Aegis, no Cheese. Lanes, at least top lane, pushed out pretty decently by the Dire. But again, Gambit in this position from the high ground. These 2 ramps, the staircases to heaven, as they try and reach the Radiant base. GPK, long zip onto the Ogre. Just look at how much damage he does. A Sunray heal, but the Stroke of Fate with GPK's final touch does bring the Ogre down.
GPK did not die a single time. I mean, he died twice, had 2 Aegises, but there's still 0 on the scoreboard.
Pikachu trying to force something around FNG. Another high ground Obs Ward. He's got 4 staff and he might go for that aggressive force play. Send Pikachu back down into, a Phantom's Embrace when that's off cooldown again.
GPK just hit level 20. Full Aghanim Scepter on him, so it's going to be much easier
the
for
blink,
them to initiate.
The call, catching out Ember Spirit, and that is the jump they needed. With the Phantom's Embrace catching out onto 2, but the Supernova brings him in. Nice and warm and cozy inside that egg. Ember Spirit back up full HP. But that is Supernova down and a buyback on Ogre as Gambit shoving the envelope across the desk into the faces of Cyber Legacy.
Only buyback from Ogre. Ogre, man, feels so poor this game. I mean, it doesn't feel poor, it actually is. No defensive item. Like if you compare him to Enchantress, she has full 4 staff, level 18, and 2,000 gold.
21k net worth on Spectre. Pretty much the same on Storm. Excess Vampire loses his Courier, and FNG trying to force away here. A great blink call onto the 2 cores. Storm zipping into the Phoenix in the back, and that's the target they want, but the lasso, Batrider saves the day. Palantimos is about to fall here, but that's his first life only. Gambit, what's your plan? Do you focus the Ember Spirit now with the Vortex? You do. Try and catch him out, and last hero is going to be the second one to fall with a blink call. Melis dunks him into the ground, and Gambit, surely now, I've got this game in the bag. That is beautiful. Ogre's out of there. He needs to escape. They're going to try and give chase. No, they want to go down mid lane. Let's get some barracks, boys. It's structure time.
Ogre, Melis might find him.
No.
Oh, that tree.
Hiding behind the tree. An arcane rune for Storm on top of it all. Is he going to walk back home and then TP out?
Radiant's middle tower.
He's just playing some vision.
Just place down an observer ward. Why the heck not? clarity up.
I mean, Storm level 25 always like seems broken to me. The problem is you need to get to level 25. Pops a couple of mangoes, a clarity running.
Are fortified.
Rating does not have buyback. 44 gold short.
Ember, Bat, Do, Axe and Grimstroke on the dire team.
Zip.
Storm Spirit? Where the heck are you going? They've almost killed
God,
off the Phoenix.
look at
What
the
the
minimap.
fuck
He
is
went from-
happening?
She went from fountain to fountain.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, oh my god. Spectre dies in the fountain. I mean, what?
Yet your faith
They buffed fountain. Like fountain damage got buffed.
But why are
in the
they doing
previous
that?
patch. I don't know. They did not get a single set of Raxes. GPK is like, guys, I'm going in. Roger that.
Roger, Roger. Let's go. I mean, he does have Aghanim Scepter. They caught a couple.
Yeah, but what did Spectre go?
I have no idea, man.
I mean, I guess he just wanted to grab a kill or two with Storm Spirit zipping in. The rest of the team did not need to follow up. They don't have this ability.
Third Roshan, Refresher Shard in his pockets. Wait, does Roshan have pockets? His prison pocket. That's where he's hiding it. As Palantimos, Pikachu, Big Num all around that pit with Bounty Runes spawning. Still 5 seconds for Axe, 30 for Spectre, and it looks like the Radiant gonna grab themselves up. This is the third Roshan. Their first one of the game, as Storm stole the first away from them. Then Gambit took the second, but not this time around. Pikachu with the Refresher Shard. Palantimos with Cheese. Aegis, of course, also in the hands of the Ember Spirit there.
Phoenix needs a defensive item. Storm Spirit every single time going on him. About to hit level 20. Supernova stun duration. That's a big one. Also holding a cheese for now. I don't think Storm Spirit can... Nah, Storm Spirit can't kill him with just Vortex and Orchid. He should have enough time to survive with the cheese.
This Dark Portrait is pretty damn good as well. It's outputting a lot of damage as Ember Spirit, Aghanim Scepter. So 5 charges up on the Fire Remnant. Very speedy, long range. Initiation and catch now as both teams smoking up. Radiant, of course, don't forget. Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shard. Who has the cheese? Phoenix. Oh yeah, try and keep Phoenix alive.
holding it for now.
Try and make sure that Storm... GPK has been so good catching the Phoenix, making sure Supernova is either delayed or stopped, or the buyback is forced. So it makes perfect sense to give that to Big Num.
Radiant are scanning.
Some tier 4 items starting to drop. Prince's Knife. For Spectre.
Phoenix with Minotaur Horn. It's another good little pickup for them. Time of
Oh,
Relic
it's such a great
Storm.
value item to keep himself alive.
Yeah.
Once Storm Spirit zips in.
Axe also has one.
Supernova. If you get that off in a team fight, it's 4.25 second duration of stun. Magic Lamp. And Timeless Relic. Timeless Relic should be picked up by Ember Spirit. He's holding for a Vambrace at the moment. Raid King manning up, going for Divine Rapier. True
Hell
Strike.
yeah. Let's freaking
Do they even
go.
need True Strike? Spectre has Butterfly queued up. Yeah, we don't want True Strike, we only want Divine Rapier damage. Can you lower the cost for us a little bit?
Here comes Palantimos with the Blink Lasso. They're trying to take down Excess Vampire. Supernova well placed. No focus on it either. As they get that Soulbind onto a couple. Ember Spirit and that Batrider trapped and hold together. But Grimstroke's down for 80 seconds with no buyback. And FNG 100 with buyback available. But Meles TPing out. That Minotaur Horn keeping him safe and sound. It looked like there are no chains available. Gambit the ones that get jumped now. And Cyber Legacy proving that they've got a lot of firepower. Last hero still looking for Dream. Horn on cooldown for 70 seconds. Manta. But the Remnant long range. Pikachu's in here from across the map, chasing Spectre. And I don't think she can escape from this, Lacoste. She is stuck here in between 5 heroes. She's super dead.
Imagine losing a game where your Storm Spirit has 9-0-15. It's still a pain in the ass for Cyber Legacy to push the high ground if GPK is alive. level 25 talent. It's just too much spam. Batrider chasing. You talked about Batrider not having a game. He's been silent, but in the last couple of fights, he got some nice initiations.
He absolutely did. He's been a difference maker here. I am just thinking back. I'm going to watch it now. It's coming up with a 5-minute delay on the on the stream. The Storm zip into Fountain, because I'm just wondering, like, was that the turning point? Was that where Gambit, like, they could have had a lane of barracks, right?
They could have had the lane, but they could not have the game, that's for sure.
Sure. But it definitely gave another chance to Cyber Legacy here as they are coming up the ramp. Bloodlusted Wraith King. What's the Ogre talent? 60 Bloodlust attack speed. He's still 4 levels away from it, sadly, though. There's a ball lining. AoE Vortex. Soulbind there onto the Ember Wraith King, but the turnaround from Cyber Legacy. Shredding through Vampire. Dead again for a minute and a half with no buyback. And Meles has to bail back towards his Fountain.
Wraith King, he's about to hit level 25. Has enough money to buy Divine Rapiers. Storm Zip.
He does get a good catch. Plops his Bloodstone, but he is shredded. That's his first death of the game.
That's the second 3-2 so far.
What is happening? And now Wraith King with Rapier. Cyber Legacy want to end this one. 45 minutes in, 20-30. The net worth lead for the past 30 minutes, like since minute 18 it looks like, has been in the favor of Gambit, but that is swinging very quickly out of control back into the hands of Cyber Legacy. As they are now, see, this is where Gambit was playing, on this high ground, pushing out 2 lanes, and now it's Cyber Legacy able to swing the game, play off these 2 ramps a little bit, get in towards that dire base.
At one point, you're gonna have to fight. Like, you can't just dodge them forever. This Wraith King is the ultimate raid boss. Level 25, Divine Rapier with the Bloodlust.
How do they plan on breaking the high ground, though? It looks like Storm's buyback should be forced here, but Cyber Legacy not committing for it. Octarine Core up on the Ember, Aegis gone. Still holding Refresher Shard, and Big Num, yep, cheese. Still. Mantle of Intelligence, Lacoste.
Wait, who has it?
No, you just asked for item recommendations, and I'm saying you get a Mantle of Intelligence.
No,
You dumbass.
I didn't see because I was looking through the tier 4 items. I'm wondering why Ember Spirit's still holding on to that Vambrace.
Oh yeah. I mean, what's he got to swap out for?
Yeah, suggestions for Lacoste are now closed. I should have bought a BKB.
Oh my god. Oh, that's good shit. Smoke up from Gambit. What's the vision like, actually? Gambit don't see it. Oh, they see the Wraith King now. Hi, Wraith King. That's the only hero they see. Everyone else is much further back. And Batrider, last hero, yeah. Donkey's years away, miles away. Jump in from Meles. They try and catch out Pikachu, but they've destroyed Vampire. As Wraith King and Ember Spirit, they don't care if they're soulbound together. They're just going to whack away at their opponents. Centaur from the jungle. The neutral camps are fighting back against the Ogre. And a lasso catching Spectre. Dream in all sorts of trouble. Oh, dearie me. Storm back in to kill off the Ogre now. Palantimos, though, stands his ground. Whacks away at Axe. And that's it. Gambit, what chance do you have now? Palantimos is indestructible. He is annihilating you. FNG inside the fire and the flames burnt to a crisp. And once more, the buybacks flow through from both sides. Big Num, happy, as well as Dream and Meles all buying back. As it's high ground push time, Palantimos with the Rapier onto the tier 3, force the Glyph. And Enchantress can come back into the battlefield. And Vampire also expending buyback as the long zip. There's the BKB from Storm, the Glimmer Cape, but the call from Axe. Can they finish him off? They don't get the dunk. So there's no Supernova. He's got the cheese. He's still got Supernova. He does get it off. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yes, the Phoenix. It's done. Gambit have got no chance now. Cyber Legacy striking back. FNG getting dived on the tier 4s. Spectre can't come back in. Storm can, but I just don't know if you really want to. All you're going to do is like reduce your stats even more. 11, 2, and 15 Storm, the AoE Vortex. Okay, you take down last hero, and Pikachu might have gone a bridge too far. Dunked into the ground as the mid lane, the barracks is still standing. Lacoste, Palantibos is finally taking objectives.
Let's see if GPK can hold this one.
Tier 4
Last
time.
ready.
No buybacks on any hero. They're all on cooldown. Every single hero has bought back or died back. Long remnant forward across the map now, but the silences with the Inkswell. Jump in from Melis. Ember Spirit's in trouble. The Sun Ray with the Supernova, and it is game over. Cyber Legacy,
man,
49 minutes in. The swings, the comebacks, the roundabouts, the tables turn.